Pam, what is the fondest memory you have of your time as a college squash player?
Oh, I think my senior year when I won the Betty Richey Award. I think that was huge for me. Um, and it's funny because last night my teams were voting for the next Betty Richey and Skillman awards, candidates, and it was just, it took me back then, and now I was able to share that moment with my players, and it was really special because I don't think they knew, and it was, I think it's the best memory of my squash career. Um, it was very meaningful. Pam left Mount Holyoke my junior year because she got a really good offer at Yale,
Mm-hmm.
and so that was another one of my big challenges in college. So my senior year, I didn't have her, but she had already built the program, so we were on track to be top 10. And so we were playing at Harvard, and we were playing against Dartmouth, and we lost 5-4. So we almost made it to the top 10, but 11 was just good enough, for me. And my players and the coach kept it from me. They didn't tell me, "Oh, you know what? You're one of the candidates for receiving the Betty Richey Award."
So you had no idea?
No idea. I had no. Yes.
It's like the biggest prize in squash. How do they keep that a secret?
No, really. It was, yeah. So I was not expecting it at all. And so I was playing, my match against Dartmouth, and everybody was already sitting and ready for the ceremony. And I was playing, in one of the courts right next to it. And so, I was done playing, and I had to go sit down and wait for the ceremony to start. So I was sweaty, I was a mess. And so my players were like, "Pam, like, put your jacket and clean your sweat." Like, and I'm like, "Why? I just played." And so then, the ceremony starts. And then I see Pam Saunders go into the podium. And she said, I'm here to present the Betty Richey Award. And I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. Pam is presenting the award." And then she started telling my story. And I was like, "Wait, Guatemalan? That's me." Right? and she had tears in her eyes, and was telling my whole story and how I got to Mount Holyoke, and then she said that I was the winner of the Betty Richey Award, and I was in complete shock. And I was like, "What?" And so, for a second, I was just standing there like, "Is it me, really?" And so my teammates were just, pushing me and saying, "Pam, you won." And so I got there, and Pam was just like looking at me, and I started bawling, like crying, and she hugged me. And, usually the winner gives some words or a speech, but I was just not ready. And I just couldn't talk because I was in tears and so emotional. So, yes, till this day, whenever I tell that story, I get very emotional because it was.
I have goosebumps on my arm. I like, seriously, this is. Oh, I mean, wow.
Yeah.
What an amazing story. And I'm sure, just like, this is a tribute to probably everyone that's helped you throughout your squash career, and how proud your parents and your coach and Guatemala must have been, to have you as the recipient. Did you know what that meant, being the recipient of the Betty Richey Award?
I just saw it so far away, like it was unreachable. So I never really thought. I admired everyone who had won it previously, and I still admire whoever wins it because it's such an honor, really, to be considered. And so, yeah, I just didn't really see it in my radar. So when I had won, I the first thing I did was call my parents, and of course they were so proud. And yeah, my coaches, everyone really was just so happy for me. And it meant a lot, because just it was not, like I said, it was not easy. My college career, and I was never able to be in the top 20 to win an All-American, which was one of my goals to do. But sometimes our schedule didn't really allow me to play a lot of the teams in the top, and so my ranking was a little bit off at times. But this was way better, for sure.